So today is Saturday and we're getting ready to go to NASCAR in Iowa Speedway today. Oh, my earrings. Oh, here they are. So my boyfriend is really into NASCAR. He has been his whole life. It was kind of something that he grew up with, especially like when Dale Earnhardt was in his like prime. And this is something that's really special to him that he gets to go and experience. We got to go together for the first time last year. And as soon as they announced the dates for this year, he went ahead and pre-sale bought tickets already. And so this has been a long time coming. Last year, we did the whole ordeal with like the matching outfits. We were there all day. We like woke up early, came home late. And then this year, it's going to be a little bit more low key. And so we're going around like lunchtime today. He's out golfing right now. And when he gets back, we'll probably get ready to go. So I decided like to just wake up and take my time. And it's actually really nice that he's going golfing because I'm hoping that his birthday present gets delivered while he's out. He watches these sometimes, so I don't want to say what it is, but I did order it a few days ago and I've been really like nervous about the delivery date because I don't want him to be here when it arrives. I feel like seeing the box on the porch, he would probably know what it is. So I'm really hoping that it gets delivered while he's out before we leave and before he comes back. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that. I know that you guys have been kind of keeping up with me on my different health journey, so to speak, and the transitions and changes that I've been making. A few videos ago, I mentioned that my eyes have been getting pretty upset by my contacts lately. And so I've been trying to give them a break, but I did wear them last night because we had friends over. And so they're mad at me again. But I'm gonna wear them today again because it's too hot out to wear glasses. So I guess we'll have to see how it goes. This is my Grande Lash serum, which is a ride or die for me. So I have to make sure that I get it on because I didn't do that last night. Okay, so I've been trying to get a hold of my health. You may have seen in previous videos that I decided to come off of my birth control and I switched my medications to something that hopefully will work better for my body. And I already feel definitely better, not like a huge amount, but I do feel progress. So it's really nice knowing that I'm going in the right direction. And I've been in the process of doing lots of different research on more all natural or clean products, especially when it comes to makeup, soaps, cleaning supplies, stuff like that. And so I'm in the process of transitioning over all my things to stuff that is more clean ingredients. I did download an app that's really cool because you can like scan the barcode and it will show you like the health value of the different ingredients, and then it rates it on like a percentage scale. And so I have been using that too, kind of as a guide. I went to Ulta and I originally bought all of the stuff that I usually buy, and then when I got home I was like, what am I doing? Like, and so I went back and I returned it, and I got some things that I knew were going to be better, but I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to be committed to them long term. So one of the things that I got, I was looking for a primer, and I love the Smashbox Vitamin C Brightening Serum primer. It's like one of my favorite things. Every time I wear it, someone comments, they're like, your face just looks so radiant. Like, it was a really good product at the time, but after like scanning their ingredients and looking into it, I don't think that it's going to be the best for my skin and my health long term with the goals that I have now. So I was looking for a brightening primer that would hopefully do the same thing, that kind of aligned more with my values at this time. And I'm not totally willing to be investing a ton of money into this at this point because I'm making so many changes. I'm trying to be a little more frugal. So I did end up, there were some really nice high-end primers that were like $40, which I wouldn't mind paying for in the future. But since I'm still exploring and trying out different things, I figured I just picked up the Pacifica Glowy Vitamin C Skin Solve. So I think it's more of like a serum consistency. Whatever. And it says to prime, blur, and brighten. I feel like most primers are targeted towards blurring like pores and stuff, but the brightening thing is more so what I'm interested at this point in time. So I'm going to try it out and see how I like it. I know Pacifica is usually like the go-to for more affordable. Ooh, that looks like it would actually work pretty well. So for more of the like affordable products, affordable clean products, I know they are vegan, so they're a really popular go-to brand for any of that kind of stuff, but they've never been like something I was like directly interested in. Maybe at one point in time it would have piqued my interest, but I really like some of the other brands instead. But I'm excited to like give this a try, because if it works, like who cares, you know? It doesn't matter what brand it is, as long as it's something that works for you. So after having it on my skin already, I feel like I actually kind of like it. I like the consistency. I like the look of it even now before it like sits. So who knows? Maybe I'll end up keeping it. For reference, this is like a really old packaging. I don't think they do this packaging anymore. This was the Smashbox one, the Vitamin Glow, and then this is the Pacifica. So this one is again primer with vitamin B. It's like gone at this point. Yeah, because I like took everything out of it that I could. And so even like packaging wise, they look pretty similar. So I figured this would be a good one to go with just to try out, see what happens. And so far so good. You know, we'll see how it holds up for the rest of the day. But okay. And then so since we're gonna be out in the sun all day, it's not gonna be too hot, but it is gonna be pretty warm. So I'm gonna go with like the glowy look, because I feel like that mixes in with my sweat really well. Like, not to be weird, but I feel like it just lasts longer and looks more natural, versus if I were to like try and overly put on like mattifying makeup to try and make up for the sweat. Sometimes it doesn't like mix in well enough, and then it like, I don't know, the look of it is, it turns like cakey, and I don't know. So I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Glowing, the Halo Glow Liquid Filter Foundation. This one isn't the best for my skin, I've said in the past, but I think if I wear it like a little bit at a time, like as long as I don't wear it every day and I just do it once in a while, it does have a really good finish to it. So, I mean, I think it'll be fine for today, especially if I end up just like sweating it all off. This is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury foundation in like the same tube. So maybe I should just end up trying that. If it's going to be like higher end, maybe it won't break me out as much, but that's definitely something to try. Woo! We are glowing. Oh my gosh. I'm going to give this time to set. Okay, now I'm going to be going in with my concealer. So today I am using the Anastasia Magic Touch Concealer. This is my all-time favorite. It covers up any blemish, and since I need something that's going to be longer lasting, the coverage of it is really nice, and it usually does last throughout the day. I have a lot of blemishes that I'm trying to like let play out, and so just having that to like smooth them over is really important. I like this concealer because it's very thick. It's not cakey, but it is thick, so it has that like smoothing over effect. I remember one time when I was at work, I had this gigantic pimple like right in the middle of my forehead. It was huge. And I went in with the Anastasia concealer and I was just like dabbing it forever until we literally watched the pimple like disappear. It was crazy. I looked at my coworker, I was like, did you see that? And she was like, I did. Like it disappeared just fully. And ever since then I've been like, yeah, this concealer is the best. I brought it for my sister for her wedding day, and of course, like with all the stress and stuff, like you break out, that's just how it goes. And it was such a lifesaver for her. And so this is something that I will willingly buy full price and anytime that mine runs out. Okay. And then going with the glowy look, I have my e.l.f. Halo Glow Contour. This one is also really nice when I get kind of sweaty and stuff. I always like the liquid contour better as opposed to powder. I do usually just go over this with the powder to kind of set it in, but I have noticed that when I use the liquid contour, I think it has more of a natural look to it or something, but I get a lot more compliments than I do like with the powder. I think the powder one, like it looks very much makeup-y, which is fine, but if you're going for that natural look, the liquid is so, so beautiful. And I remember I did this for my brother's wedding and I did mostly my same makeup. This was like the only thing that was different. And my boyfriend was like, I don't know what it is, but your makeup, it just looks so good. Like, not that you don't usually look good, but for some reason today it's just that much better. And I think it was because of the contour. Sweating already. Okay. Now I'm gonna set that in with the Too Faced chocolate contour. I think this also helps it last longer throughout the day. Because it's getting hot. Okay. I'm gonna go in with some powder. Now my blush. I'm like, should I go for a little bit of a stronger blush today? Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Blush Glow Hydrator in the shade Drippin'. This one is kind of like a hot pink color. It blends in really nicely, so you don't have to worry about it like looking ridiculous. But it is one of my favorites when I want that like high saturation look, if that makes sense. Ooh, so pretty. And since we will be out in the sun, I think it will blend nicely into like my rosy cheeks, or I always like making it look like there's like sunburn, like sun kiss. I don't know why, but that's like the phase that I'm in lately, so. It's so beautiful. Okay, and then I'm gonna set it with my NYX Buttermelt Blush in the shade You Know Butter. And this is also kind of that like hot pink, rosy, saturated look. Don't worry, it'll blend out. I feel like I always go harder with my blush when I'm getting ready because it does kind of like fade throughout the day. Not much, but if I go harder in the morning, then over the span of the day, it will start like looking more natural, like how you have like tighter curls in the morning and then like loose beach curls by the end of the day. That's kind of like how I see it sometimes. Ooh, I just love it. It looks so good. Now for my eyebrows, I desperately need to shape my eyebrows. I haven't had time. I do usually do it myself because I have a very specific way that I like my eyebrows to look. And I just feel like most of the time the brow stylist doesn't usually do it exactly right, which isn't their fault, you know, like they can't read my mind. But I did have brow stylists in the past who I've seen who like would get it perfect, and like I was obsessed, but I just haven't been able to find that again since I've moved. So I've just been doing it myself, which is fine, but I do need to kind of go in. They're getting kind of thick and misshapen, like especially over here, but today is fine. I'll just brush it over like that and hopefully it'll stay. I don't know. I also have very uneven eyebrows. This one is usually like straight across, or one of them is straight across. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, this one's more shapen. This one's just straight across. And so when it grows, you can see like this one's higher than this one. I don't know. So I always try and even them out as much as I can. Sisters, not twins. And I just put on some gold eyeshadow. I'll go do my lashes, my mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so a few weeks ago, well, probably months at this point, I wanted to try a different lash serum just because I wanted to try some cheaper options. And after like a month of using it, I was like, okay, this isn't working and my lashes are actually getting shorter. And so I went back and switched to my usual Grande Lash one. So my lashes are coming back, which is really nice, but they're not as long as they usually are. So that makes me sad, but they're a work in progress at the moment. So my mascara is on. I'll probably go over it with another coat just on the outer like tops of it, just to try and like make them a little bit longer once they're completely dried. And I'll just go in with my lip injection maximum plump lip gloss. This is also my favorite lip gloss, and here's the story. So I have no problem buying it full price because it's that good of a product, but it is, however, $30. And so I went into Ulta the other day to use my birthday coupon that I get, which you can use like at any point within your birthday month, and it was the last day that I could use it. And so I go in and they're having a sale. So these originally $30 were then $19, and I had a $10 off coupon. So I got this for $10, literally $10 with change. And I looked at the girl, I was like, that was so exciting because this is usually $30 and I got it for 10. I was like, period. So good thing I came in when I did. And then I will also be bringing my Milani Fruit Fetish in the shade Raspberry Peach. This is my favorite lip oil. So good. It's nice when like I need some hydration and color, but I don't exactly need like the plumping. And it's like this beautiful raspberry hot pink color that I love, like with the hot pink blush. I think the hot pink blush and hot pink lips like look so sweet together. So I'll probably be bringing that with me for later on just to give like my lips that pop throughout the day, and it smells so good. I have never encountered a lip oil that is as good as this one. That's what the wand looks like. It's nice and big, and it's just like, it's just so perfect. I've tried so many lip oils and this has always been my favorite. It smells so good. All right, now get dressed with me. Help me pick out my outfit. Okay, so I was considering this one, but it's pretty thick and it goes like, it tapers at the bottom. So on me, it wasn't that oversized look. It just looked very like baggy. So I think I'm gonna go with this one being like really nice and comfy today. Maybe even add like an Earnhardt hat. Ooh, with some high top Converse and maybe sunglasses or something, maybe my fanny pack. And then tomorrow I have an outfit that I already pre-bought that's a lot cuter, and I'll show you tomorrow what that looks like. But today I'm just gonna go for like the comfy look. We're just gonna be there a few hours. We're going later in the day, so it's gonna be a lot more casual, and then tomorrow will be a lot more like fun, if that makes sense. All right, here's the finished look. What do we think? I'm super excited. We're gonna have such a good day. Ah! More to come. Bye.